now you need to get excited.
Alright. Enough nonsense. Not that we have anything to talk about now, but...
Nonsense is good.
I don't know, I could eat the mic again.
See, we can't talk about teams yet, and positions. Well, we could talk about teams for the new viewers at home.
We could talk about triples mechanics.
Except for we don't know triples
Yeah,
mechanics.
we don't know that very well yet.
I know doubles mechanics.
But
No, I meant by, like, team positions, so, like, when we use them in the future.
Okay. Yeah, sure, go ahead, John.
Fine, make me start off. Okay, we all know we have 6 Okay, we're talking about competitive battling, so if you don't like competitive battling, basically mute it now.
For a very long time, most likely.
I'll put a blurb on the screen telling you when you can unmute it, which may be the entire video. Because we could do pages and papers on these. Not that I'm proud of that.
But I am.
Well, okay, proud is a very weird... Not that I want to put that on a resume.
I am, and I actually already have to college. Yes, my common application. I talk about Pokemon. So I'm hoping that'll impress Princeton. You know, get cool points for being awesome.
Get cool points for being awesome. I'm not even going to talk about this puzzle. This puzzle's way easy. If you fail at this puzzle, obviously you're like 8.
You don't even need to know Japanese.
Yeah! That's how easy it is! There's no language barrier.
Well, technically there is, but it's not a big one. It's like a language marble. If you step on it and you fall, you can get back up and keep walking. As opposed to a language barrier, which you run into multiple times.
See, I need metaphors like that. No, that's already been done. Right, competitive teams.
I'm missing the Smoggin tour again for like the 7th freaking week in a row.
Smoggin, check it out. No.
Not too thoroughly.
No, not too thoroughly. Just like, so you're like, oh, competitive, cool.
Yes.
Then don't deal with it anymore.
Great place to learn.
Bad place to stay.
Yes.
It's like college. No.
What?
No, college is good to stay at. It's like high school.
It's like vodka. You can have a little bit, but not too much. Nah, maybe that's not a good comparison. Because I've never had vodka, so I wouldn't know.
It's like chocolate.
No, it's not.
A little bit of chocolate. Okay, it's like... I can't say it's like Pokemon. You can't have
It's like teddy bears. You can have a few, but if you have too many, they fill your room and you can't do anything. No, that still doesn't work.
It's like coffee.
No. There's no limit to the amount of coffee I can have.
Maybe you.
You don't even like coffee.
I know. So a little coffee is alright, but a lot of coffee is...
Maybe it's like water. It's good for you in normal amounts, but if you have too much, you explode. Or throw up. Depends on how quickly you drink it.
Okay, we'll go with the water analogy. Yes.
Alright.
Smoggin, check that out. Better place to check out is Surby. Even better place to check out is Pokemon Lance.
Yes.
That was a shameless plug, but I don't care.
That's true. It's got a good community.
It's got a good community. We're loving, we'll accept you.
Yes. Whereas Smoggin
will
not.
Kick you and spit on you when you're on the ground.
Yes.
Most likely. Unless you're some weird advantage. I like how they have every part of the battle changed, except for when you have to learn a move. Then it's like, skip, move, Japanese, blah blah blah. Or the end taunts. They don't have anything for the end taunts.
Back to competitive battling.
And now for something completely different. And if you know that reference, cookie for you. Do you know that reference?
Heck yeah.
Okay, good. You have 6 Pokemon on your team.
In a standard match.
In a standard match. Your maximum number of Pokemon on a team is 6.
Yeah.
If you didn't know that, you are just starting.
Yes.
You can have 1 Pokemon out in a singles battle, and 2 Pokemon out in a doubles battle, and 3 Pokemon out in a triples battle.
But we don't know anything about triples battles, so we probably won't cover that.
No.
And we haven't done doubles in quite a while, so we probably won't cover that either. As for singles, we've done quite a bit of that.
I've done a bit of doubles.
Well, okay, you've done a bit of doubles. My bad.
In doubles, Pokemon can attack other Pokemon or multiple Pokemon at the same time.
Jump for the ball!
It sounds like I'm reading something.
Jump for the ball!
Last puzzle, by the way, answer is fire.
Jump for the ball!
It's also the weakness. If anybody could post a video response, whether if you ever get black, and this may be a while ago, or a while from now, whether the last puzzle changes based on who the person you're facing. Like, I'm facing... I want to say his name is Claude. And for now, we're going to call him Claude.
Is that Claude with an E, or Claude without an E?
I think that's Claude with an E. I don't even
Or
think
is
that's
that
his name.
Claude as in the past tense of being Claude?
By the way, you can't fight the other 2 gym leaders. I thought you would fight all 3 of them. But
Which would
apparently
pretty much be epic.
that would be epic. But no, you only fight the green guy. Or the red guy, or the blue guy, depending on who you're. It's... Dinto! I was nowhere near close.
Dento.
Dinto!
Plus, they're
His name
related
is
to
Dent.
dental.
They call him right here. Gym leader Dent. Anyway. What was I talking about?
Competitive battling.
No, I was talking about the video response. If the last thing changes based on what Pokemon you got at the beginning. So if that was grass and I'm fighting the grass guy, whether it's grass and you're fighting the water guy or whatever. Anyway, competitive battling. Terms to start to go over that we'll go over consecutively.
You've got your lead. That is the first Pokemon that you use. Basically,
There are 3 sets, basically, or 3 roles.
3 standard roles that a lead will fulfill. You've got your standard suicide lead. Usually, the point is... Well, okay, let me start over. You've got your stealth rockers. The point is to set up as many entry hazards as possible and die in the process.
Second lead is the
Anti-lead.
famous anti-lead, which basically is supposed to stop the Stealth Rock lead from setting up Stealth Rocks.
By killing it.
Or by putting Taunt on it and then
Or
killing
by
it.
taunting it, yes.
By taunting it. Taunt! It's a move that you will have to be familiar with, which means you cannot do any non-attacking move. Which
For 5
in-game...
turns.
Huh?
For 5 turns.
4 or 5 turns. I thought it was...
Maybe it's variable.
Yeah, I thought it was very... By the way, Gym Leader music, not as cool as the other ones. Yeah, not as cool as the other ones. Anyway,
A primary example of an anti-lead would be Machamp. That's one of the most popular at this point, at least in Gen 4. And one of the most popular stealth
Rocker
rockers,
leads is Aerodactyl.
or Azelf.
Or Azelf.
Yes.
Which Azelf usually falls into the category of Stealth
Suicide
Rock
lead.
leads as Suicide leads. Where they'll set up Stealth Rocks, usually have a Focus Slash, and then blow up or continue to a fight until it faints.
Yes. Basically,
Or
you
in
don't switch out.
Japan, where it dies.
Yes.
We can't have that in... By the way, this is why I call this a cheer up gym, because all the monkeys know cheer up, and it gets really scary, because they all know cheer up, which boosts both their special attack and their physical attack. And it's kind of frightening after they get up 4. And you're like, holy crap, I can't kill this really fast. And they got up 4. Which, by the way, stages, another thing to go over, which will come up in the link right here. Which 2 is you double it, 4 stages
You triple it.
you triple it, and 5 or 6 stages
Which
you
is the
quadruple
maximum.
it. 6 is max. And that also it doesn't go in the same pattern down. Actually, I think it goes 1/2, 1/4, 1/8 for 2 stages below.
Is that? Okay.
Okay, yeah.
That doesn't usually happen, though.
No, it's usually self-inflicted
Mm-hmm.
from like
Leaf
Draco
Storm.
Meteor, Leaf Storm, Overheat, Psycho Boost.
There's no water type one.
I know, I'm trying to think though. Any other ones? No, I think that's it. We're running out of time. Lead. We talked about lead. Third one is usually a dual screener or something like that, or a screener in general.
That means they are usually equipped with light clay, which will allow their light screen and reflect to stay up an extra 3 turns. So it goes from a 5-turn move to an 8-turn move.
Which is fairly useful, unless something on the opposing team happens to have Brick Break. Which
Yes.
then is very annoying.
Brick Break will shatter your walls.
And do extra damage for
Yes. So basically, the idea behind a light screener is to set up your, a dual screener. You set up your screens, you switch out into something, and set up with it.
Because you'll be able to take lots of
Hefty hits.
damage.
Yes.
As you can see, because we're not concentrating on the on the gym battle, it's not that hard. It's more of a battle of attrition than anything. Anyway, going back. Sweeper. Next term to start with. Perry, why don't you go on that?
A sweeper
At
is
least
something that
until
is
you
usually
want to.
characterized by high speed and high either attack or special attack. The idea is to get rid of as many pokes as possible on the opposing team. So usually they focus on having the best move coverage they can possibly get.
And high one set of attack, usually. This is just going with the standard sweeper on either special or physical side. Highest attack stat in the attack that they're going to use, so either in special or physical, and extremely high speed so they won't get outrun.
Because basically the idea is to hit before you get hit back. Most
hit
sweepers,
hard.
Yes, because most
Basically,
sweepers are frail.
not to interrupt. Basically, their job is to take something out in basically one hit. They usually come in varieties of, in flavors of Choice Band or Choice Scarf,
Yes.
or Choice Specs in the special.
Yes.
Here's Choice Band soda.
Dun, dun, dun.
I guess that's basically what Power Thirst is.
Yeah. Power Thirst. Choice Banded soda.
And then you basically have your standard wall, which we'll go into more in depth when we have more time, on different functions of sweepers and walls. Walls basically are to, by the way, the cool animation, are to absorb damage based on what their role is, either a physical wall or a special wall.
Yes. And usually, walls, well, one of the crucial points of being a wall, not only do you have to have high HP and defense, you also usually need a good recovery move, like Recover or Roost.
Rest is not a good recovery move.
It is in some situations, but very, very few.
It's few and far between.
Yes. So, what you'll generally be doing with a wall, because you will not have much offensive investment, you'll be spreading status around the team. You'll be burning, you'll be sleeping, you'll be paralyzing, that sort of stuff.
And then basically, most of the time you give them something to do. They don't just have no attacking moves. There's a few cases where they do. Skarmory, Blissey. But usually, and then they're supposed to sit there and take whatever on the side that they're supposed to, and
Basically, it results in stalling out.
stalling out, usually with your status effect in the case of Toxic or Burn.
Basically, you
And
just
then
rack
just
up as much.
beating the Pokemon repeatedly until they perish.
Yes. It's a slow death, but it usually works.
And on that note, this would be the end of the video of this session.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
We'll be back.